Okay, we're on. Good morning. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a portrait in this tutorial with Prismacolor color pencils and pencils. I'm going to talk quietly because my family's asleep, but hopefully this will help to gain some confidence with drawing quickly and using a variety of mark making. I'm working on a big piece of paper, so I feel like I have room and space to make corrections in regards to shape. So I'm just adjusting things and then making sure that you can see my entire process as well at the same time. I'll turn this around so. All right. I always want to use a hard pencil, like a lighter pencil, when starting, kind of like a dark pencil. And I'm going to just put in light lines and not obsess about the placement of everything. So I'm just kind of lay down light marks. Now I'm thinking about facial proportions. So that the eye goes from there to there. Looking at space, I'm just laying in dots. I'm not overworking yet because I want most of my time to deal with the color pencils. Okay, I'm going to keep moving around the page, measuring out the different spaces. Now, the space from here to here is one eye length. Right, and you have to like make quick judgments and quick adjustments. Right, we don't want to obsess and worry about it looking right. I'm paying attention to the amount of shape or the amount of negative space within the cornea as well, this white area. And then one thing I wanted to talk about in regards to what I'm seeing in class is we're not thinking about value, lights, mediums, and darks, right? So we're obsessing about proportions, right? But then I think what's even more important than proportions are kind of like values. So think about how much space is from here to here. And I'm not thinking in a line, really. I'm thinking in lights, mediums, and darks. And my pencil is always going in a variety of directions. So curving up, around, checking to make sure this is still recording too. Okay, so thinking about the whole structure of the face is actually a sphere. Pulling back, looking. So at this time, I'm kind of like measuring. I'm like comparing. I'm like, okay, where is the end of the mouth versus the eye? And I'm checking it. Right, and then I'm noticing shapes. Like I see this like dark shape coming around. I'm thinking to myself, okay, it goes from here to there. Maybe there would be more of a curve. Hardly using my eraser, right? Just laying things down. And I want to see everyone making more decisive choices in class. Okay, so the end of this nostril comes up a little bit further. So I'm going to go up with my eraser, curve up. So yeah, a huge part of drawing is proportions and asking yourself, okay, where does this nostril end? Where does this shape end? Where does this value end in comparison to my other shapes? And I want to see people more so working from actual real photos. I think that would make things stronger. Okay, so I have this shape coming around here. Now I got to work on getting this smile correct. Right? Because so much of the spirit of a person is in the smile. So sometimes it's about taking the time to draw the negative space and kind of measure from there. Thinking, okay, if I were to draw a straight line from here to here, right? Kind of doing these like imaginary grids in my head. Okay, we have a lot of dark value there. And then it gets super light. And then there is this dark corner of the smile, right? You're not going to get everything perfect, right? But some things are more important than others. Okay, and then this is feeling good to me, all the proportions. Oh, you can't see. Is this still filming? So kind of, I don't want to get stuck in one place for too long and be erasing for too long. Okay, so I think that's enough time. Right, I'm looking at my clock. Right, I'm not sure how much time I've spent. I can't see my timer. Okay, so part of me feels like that this is too long, that this actually ends down here. Now that I'm looking. And this is where people get really upset when they have to like make corrections. And then they're just like, okay, why bother? Right? But that's part of the process. Drawing's kind of like solving a puzzle. I almost wonder why. That's why we're not working from reference photos, because we feel like it was too hard. Like, I don't want to do that. It's too hard. But I am moving this whole lip up. And I'm thinking that we need to calendar in and have a plan for when we're going to work on our art each week. Students need to have a meeting or a check-in with me every week, because otherwise it's not working. Okay, so I moved my lips all the way up. trying not to work on an area for too long at the beginning, right? So maybe I'm going to go ahead and put in some bigger swoops, some bigger lines. Trying to make sure, like geometrically, everything is right. So I got this smile right there, coming up. Just putting in some basic values. I'm doing this right now. I'm putting in some hatching to kind of show a variety of mark making, but also to kind of check myself, right? So I'm looking at shapes. Like I'm looking at these medium values right now, and I'm judging the size of all the different shapes on her face, right? So I'm seeing this like gray shape right here. And I'm like, okay, is this the right size? So you're not just drawing the face, but you like the features, but you're drawing the space around the features, right? So how big is this space right here compared to this space? Trying to get the essence of the smile in now, right? So I don't want to overdraw right here. And I'm noticing like this dark shape kind of coming around, right? So really putting in those like key spots and like making adjustments with the angles based on what I'm seeing, right? You see this one shape coming down. So thinking of values, like I'm not even thinking in colors. And we really do need to just focus on, I feel like, drawing. Get away from the conceptual for a while, right? And just like, okay, well, how can I stretch myself as a drawer during the month of October with different mediums and challenges? Like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Okay, I gotta dive in because time is limited. So for this tutorial this week, I want us to we have black and white photos, but like this idea of like, okay, well, I'm going to do it in color pencil. Color pencils, all color has an amount of value. I think it's always important to do a value sort. And what I mean by that is let's arrange the colors dark to light. So before you even work, like sit and organize your colors based on how dark a color is, right? So here are all of these like brand new colors from Donors Choose. Okay, these are obviously my darkest ones, and it's like a green and a black. Actually, this is the black. So black is obviously going to be your darkest value. White's going to be your lightest value, right? So lightest value, darkest value. And you actually have to do this, guys, at home. So how much black is in a color? Like that's the question you're asking yourself. Yellow, hardly any black. Because I'm listening to everyone's critiques in class and people are thinking in color, but they're not thinking in value. Value is way more important than color, lights, mediums, and darks. Because in an AP class or any sort of advanced class or any sort of art class, we want to think about form. So this is kind of a blue color. This is tricky, these tints. I don't really know where these go. This red one is lighter than that. This green's pretty dark. Right? Is this right? This blue is darker than this. This pink is lighter than this. Right? Because this does not belong here. So just kind of like making adjustments. You'd think this one is, the red would be more over, but it's just because it's really intense. Okay, I'm squinting my eyes right now. Does this feel right? This green has a lot of yellow. Maybe I would even put it up here. Right, and actually like taking the time to sort the values. Okay. This, I think, this pink is super light. Okay, so this feels better to me. So just so you guys know, like, let me zoom out so we can see. Like I'm thinking in lights, mediums, and darks. So I'm going to put in my darkest dark first, but I'm going to stay away from black. Maybe I really like this dark green. All right, and I'm just going to start to layer in values based on what I'm seeing. So now I'll zoom in, I guess. See, is this thing still on? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see what it is that I'm looking at. So a lot of drawing is about layering, but I want to keep this highlight right. So I don't want to overdraw, but slowly drop in values. Right? I'm not getting distracted by my phone. My phone is off. My phone is away. And then I am always changing the direction. Okay. At this point, I really want to get in make some distinctions. Can't go back with this anymore. This is a dark blue. Reaching for my dark values. I'm going to just really make a clean, hard boundary where this eye begins and where this eye ends. It's hard for me to talk when I'm drawing. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So I'm looking and I'm like, ugh, it feels like this is already in the wrong spot. Right? But I'm not going to feel like this nose should be still further up. Right? So how do I solve that? Right? Because I feel like I'm so deep into the process. I want to make the nose even smaller now. Because when I draw with values, I'm catching errors. So there I go. I'm going to pull it up more, make more adjustments. This to here goes only to there. This is farther up. So I'm going back in with my pencil. Making more adjustments. This feels more right to me if I move this up. Sorry. Okay. Now we're cooking. So yeah, when I like started to lay in those colors, I was like, oh my gosh, doesn't feel very right. Okay. So, but yeah, we have to put in the darkest values right away because then we can see errors right away. Okay, this shape is big. So now notice how often I'm changing the direction of my shading as I just start to get in the correct shape. I'm turning my pencil. Okay, I'm going to go to a lighter value, like a light green. Oops. I wonder if I should just stay in cool colors. I don't even know. Now that wouldn't be fun. Just exploring with color pencil, not worrying about color, just value. Oh. We are still filming. I feel like we should have a stronger sharpener downstairs. Okay. Where's that dark green? So by having my colors organized by value, right, I can reach in for those darker ones when I need them, like right here underneath. So this is like a number 10 value. I would say this dark green's pretty dark, but okay, this shape is going around. I can't get all the values in. I'm not going to worry about it. And then I'm asking myself, okay, where is there more dark? Right here. Coming around. Okay, putting in a dark shape. You want to always be thinking about lights and darks and give your space for all of the lights and darks. And then angles. So I'm thinking about angles, lights, darks. So I'm pulling this angle up. I'm like, okay, this shape is going in this direction. So I'm actually adjusting, bringing it around. So I'm thinking about shape, value when I draw, angles, turning my pencil to show form. Okay, I see I'm catching a really light value here, right? This like curve right here, and it's coming around. I feel like her smile, corner of her smile should be a little bit further up. Right, now I'm getting into the territory where I can't make adjustments because I am laying down my medium and my color. Can't really erase. Right, so I'm not going to get too upset like I did all my adjustments. Okay, putting in some other values, kind of unifying everything. Should I bring back in some of that blue? Okay. So because my colors are sorted by value, I can kind of now just grab what I want. Okay, so let's think about pencils and color pencils. Pressure is a big thing, right? So I'm hardly pressing down at all. Now I'm just getting that shape in. Right, now, oops, I just did that crazy line. It's getting a little too excited. So much of drawing is just staying and working at it and adding in other layers. Okay, so I'm going to start to get in some colors on this side. So the light's coming in from here, right? So eventually I'm going to bring down this side more, but I'm going to get in some of these lighter shapes. It would be fun to use maybe more warm colors, I think. On this side, just kind of showing where the light's coming from. Okay, looking at the shape of the lip. So this shape is kind of coming in over here. It feels very safe to be drawing with the yellow. Just gonna throw that out there. Okay, so there's like, right? Do you guys see what I see? There's like a clear divide in value going down the middle. It's like straight up and down, right? And then all of a sudden it curves around. So then I can bring this shape down darker. So I'm pushing this further. And then I got to make a clearer boundary for where these eyebrows are. So now I'm pulling it down darker. I've got to inspire you guys to practice more drawing. There are some things that aren't working. Hopefully this will inspire you some more. So this smile comes up and around and it continues right here. Thinking in value, thinking in shape. Always moving around. Okay, maybe bring this down more. Okay, what will happen when I bring in some of the darks that I'm seeing on this side? Let's just check myself. Where are some of my landmarks? This dark color right here. Come up. Whew. Starting to get tired. Okay. Feel like the lip still should be further up. I don't know what to do about that. Feel like the lip's in the wrong spot. Problem solve. I don't want to overwork it. But I feel like there's a dark, yeah. This dark shape is coming down. It's more up here. The corner of her smile is more up here, so I'm going to move it up. Okay, and then I'm seeing some really light shapes, trying to get these angles right. Okay, so this, I'm going to use a lighter value, something that's safer. Maybe this green. Right, this angle's more like that. Okay, and I want to stay away from this light area. I need to have areas light. Okay. Am I ready yet to bring in this other eye? Changing the direction, getting the form of this cheek. Right, I can hardly, there's hardly a change in value here. So I feel like this, we use this like orange for not thinking in color at all, because this is a black and white photo. But the angle of the lip goes up. This angle, there's an error now. So I'm going to kind of adjust that. Okay, maybe working some more of this yellow in right here, right, to kind of create more unity. Bring this up. Okay, so I kept moving the chin up, right, because I was like, oh, this is the wrong size. This is the wrong size, right? But I didn't make the adjustments down here, so you can still see some of my pencil. So I'm just kind of like moving the face up, and now I'm tempted. I'm always moving around the page, but I don't want to get too excited because I got to make sure that this is in the right spot. So there, this shape comes up here. Okay, and then this shape starts about there. Okay, so I'm not thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm drawing an eye, I'm drawing an eye. I'm just comparing where all the shapes are. So maybe I don't want to go blue right here on this side because it's a little lighter, but I'm kind of just measuring. Right, so this is a straight line and her face is at an angle, right? So I think I'm already dropping the eyes down a little dark or too low. So maybe they're further up, right? But they, and then they end, right? So her cheek comes, or her smile comes out here and then going up. Does this feel right? They kind of close right there. Yeah, I think they're higher up. Part of me feels like I should go in with my pencil. This is very murky waters. Taking a risk, right? But if you're not afraid of taking a risk, you're not going to get things done. This is why Inktober is such a great experience. Okay, I just dropped in those values without worrying about it. Using a darker green now. Darker shape. This darker shape comes around here. Still bringing the face in. Now look, this is like white and this is black. Like there's like such a distinction there, and I almost feel like I gotta bring this shape in because I was slowly shrinking the face as I was working more. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I wasn't working on like a larger swath of drawing paper. So let's just bring this in. Okay, I feel like I need to make some stronger choices with where's my darkest dark with the eye. I'm going to start to layer in some dark colors. Okay, the eye is not that big, right? Right? It's not. Like I think it is in my head, but it's not. Okay, checking to make sure it's still recording. Okay, I'm not going to put in things that aren't there. Like part of me wants to add stuff, but I always am looking at my reference. I see students in class, they are not drawing with their reference. Okay, look at this darker shape. I'm going to put that in. Okay, I'm going to start to make it darker over here because it's actually, the left side is darker than the right. Okay. Can I get the shape of the face kind of in? So I haven't even touched the outline. Part of me wants to stand, to be honest. Right now that I'm kind of getting a stronger sense what's going on. So let's see. Why not work in the darks around the edge? I've never done a drawing like this before, like with Prismacolor. This is fun. The table is bumpy underneath. This is giving me kind of like a bumpy texture. I find to be a little distracting. Do I want to use like black? I think that would be too much. Okay, maybe bring in some darks over here. Darken over here. Putting in some really strong darker shapes. Layering in. Continuing to work at it. I think we need to leverage the weekend more, guys. Like use the weekend to just practice drawing. That's what I think. Use drawing to de-stress. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm standing right now, guys. I am standing. So variety of mark making, eh? Not losing my reference though. So hard boundaries versus soft. Most of everything I've been doing to this point has been a soft boundary. But now I really have to make a decision about where the face begins and ends. I think I brought this one shape in too much. So this is a hard boundary at the edge. Light, dark. Can't get more light versus dark there. But I got to make sure I have the angle right. So it comes straight down there. Straight down there. And then it comes in, where does it change direction? There, and then darker. And I don't know if this looks like Mia, but that's okay. It doesn't have to look exactly like the person. We're just showing a basic understanding of lights, mediums, and darks and proportions. And now I'm starting to like wonder, okay, why doesn't it look like Mia? What is wrong? But I gotta finish and send this to you guys. So I'm gonna put in some darks right there. Okay, I feel like I need to make the left side, bring down the value on the left side some more. So pick up the pace, Rachel, come on. And I'm just going further with my shading on this side. Bringing this down. So much of the soul is in the eyes. Changing the direction that I'm shading all of the time. Thinking about the empty space. Making adjustments when I can. There's a very light color right here. So the white won't have meaning unless I bring down the value in these different spaces. So this is darker. I'm not thinking about color, thinking about value. Thinking about value. Okay, and then this angle goes up. I feel like I should add in some more fun colors on the other side. Like some warmer colors for fun. Where can I add in some warmer colors? Exploring with layering now. Bringing down, but I feel like I can't do that till I bring down the value a little bit more over here. So I'm going to start to work in some other, layer in some other colors for fun. Okay, don't want to lose the shadow that's under the eye. Don't want to color over my highlights on accident. Go too crazy. Okay, maybe bringing in the shadow under the chin. Clarifying where the nose begins and ends might help. maybe getting this, adjusting this shape a little bit more, wanting to bring that in. So there's like all sorts of different medium colors here. And I'm picking up this weird bumpy texture. I'm not going to let it upset me. But then this is going to help me make a decision in a second about bringing the face in more. So this color actually, yeah, this comes in more. Right, but I slowly want to make that adjustment. Not all at once. Because you can't take it back. Okay, and then still, I feel like that this is farther up here. I keep moving this spot of her smirk. Ooh, but I got some black. So maybe layer in some more black. Maybe layering some black at the top of the eyebrows. Darkest dark. Got to use it with care. Thinking in value. Value, value, value. I wasn't even thinking there. I just brought the chin in. The whole thing feels like it wants to be farther up. But I may have just brought it in too much. I tried to just zoom in on the drawing. That's funny. Okay, this right here feels shorter to me for her. So, gonna bring that in. Now I'm making some really strong choices because I got my black out. Bringing the hair in. That may have been too much. Yeah, I think that was a little too much. Oh, well, gotta finish pieces, right? Zooming out. So this is a hard boundary right here where the hair starts. And it comes in here. Yeah, I brought it in too much. I'm not going to get upset. Maybe I'll just work over to the eyes now that I have this dark color, this black, which is quite a risque move. I got to bring it in everywhere. But do I need to bring it in everywhere? Bringing this angle a little bit farther up. I make stronger choices with my hard boundaries over here. Okay. Last couple of minutes with like a variety of mark making, right? I made a lot of my strong choices. This darkest dark, this color can be up a little bit more. I'm going to keep working at it. I'm not going to stop. But I do need to get the shape in of the background in. All right, so... It is a lot of work to layer in color pencils so it's kind of dark. Part of me wants to just take a big old marker or some ink wash. What if I were to go crazy, add a little bit of orange on this side? No? Get some of these shapes, because this is not white over here. That doesn't feel right to me. The purple, the hair is just like almost black, so I should be using almost black colors. Layer in color. Really should have gotten the shape of the hair right on the outside. I'm gonna be honest, at this point I just want to take a break. But I feel like if I take a break, I won't go back to it. So this side is a little lighter. Maybe I should pick a lighter color for the hair on this side, like a lighter value. Just keep working at it. Don't give in. Don't give in to the exhaustion. Finish it. Okay, so there's hardly any white on this side except for the eyes. And by white, I mean there's hardly any light values. Put in some of those soft shadows, right? Trying to tell the story of which direction the face is going in. Adding in more layers. Right, I feel like there are some darker shadows that aren't in there over here. So I could kind of put that in. I'm still not getting like dark versus light, right? With the way that I'm doing this. It's almost like I gotta add in more shadows. There's a neat shape over here that I'm noticing. That really helps me to understand her. Like the eyelashes kind of just coming out just a little bit. But yeah, so much of it is broke the pencil. Is getting that smirk right. I don't know if I won this drawing, right? But I won because I got up and I drew for a Sunday draw. Working in some darker shapes over here. Ooh, there's a curve here that I didn't get in. That kind of comes around. Maybe getting that in might help. Oh, and then the smirk on this side. I don't know if I got that in. Oh, the eyes don't feel right to me. Just keep working at it. I feel like this shape comes in that way. To be honest, I'm just thinking about lights versus darks right now. Making adjustments, adding in other layers, making bolder choices about what's light versus dark. Okay, if I brought that down a lot, that means I got to bring this down some more. Not thinking in color. Not thinking in color, just thinking in lights versus dark. Trying to get this arch correct right here. Okay, there is a dark shape that's coming up here. I'm now in a blue, but I don't want to go down too dark. Trying to get the shape right. And it kind of comes up like that. Moving this smirk up. Does the chin come up a little more? I don't know. Trying to get the form right here. Okay, this one shape coming up here. Can I get this shape to be a little bit more accurate? I feel like I want to layer it in to come across. Where's that dark green? Okay, there's a shadow that I could get that isn't in here. Going for a light green. Right? This like curve of the cheek. So I'll go for something in one area and then I'll notice something else in the other area. Oh, he's dancing around. And then it's like, okay, I have this light value right here, this medium. Where can I bring it in? I need to bring down the cheek area more so. I'm not getting that angel print underneath. And I'm not getting the shape of the mouth. It's not reading. Like, you have to ask yourself, okay, what are some distinguishing features that really make a person look like them? Not that that's the goal, but this one shape, if I can just get the angle of it right, maybe it will read a little bit more like, oh, I think I know who that is. I think it's scary to draw people because we're like, oh my gosh, it's not going to look like them. And people will make fun of it, but I'm going to let go of fear. Fear or love. So what color do I... Wow, I have black right now. Guys, I didn't even know. Just layering in the black. Just trying to get the essence, like really making those stronger, bolder decisions. Black in the eyes for sure. And around the outside, really layering that in. use black at the end. Maybe I can fix the shape of the hair because I kind of bungled that earlier. Layering in the black at the end. Look at that mole. Got the little mole. Black at the end. Black last of all. It's so powerful. Now I'm adjusting the angle of this smile. Bring that in. Comes up. Thinking in angles. Thinking in angles. What if I just made all of the hair in black? Would that help? Ooh, it broke. Definitely gonna get these eyelashes in black. That's like my darkest dark. Ooh. Okay. I think I want to adjust the shape of the hair some more. That might help. Variety of mark making. Okay, then the hair gets thin. So how do I draw hair? I think of hair as a shape. A shape with like really long strokes. Are my kids really all the way up? Up, I hear kids moving upstairs. I see this really dark shape down here. And I'm getting like this circular movement happening like around the face, which I'm kind of liking, right? By having these like swooping hatches coming around, making it a little bit more expressive. I want to be clear out here where the hair begins and ends because I made it too big earlier. So can I make that clear? There is no white here. I gotta get rid of that. I'm putting in the black. Yeah, right up the middle. Maybe I shouldn't have put in black there, but this is like the end, trying to make adjustments. Okay, so this is the end of the hair. This is the end of the hair. You can see what I'm doing. Is this thing still filming? Wouldn't that be bad if it wasn't? Ooh, I'm getting tired. Okay, I think it's now clear that the hair isn't going out as much as it was before. Maybe I can put in this yellow to help us to understand that the hair ends here. Can I layer in some more colors? What should I layer in? Some more yellow on this side. Because the white doesn't mean anything, right? Unless there isn't very much of it. I thought I wanted to make this side of the face the only warm side. So this is like an experiment, process experimentation. We want to show experimentation in our art, trying different things with different mediums. You bring in some darker colors. Not holding back. So everyone needs to know that I am standing. Trying to still make adjustments. I don't think there's any white over here. But I want to make it clear where the lip begins and ends. Okay. I'll bring this color down. Okay, there's hardly any light right there. Am I overworking it? Maybe. Okay, but I'm still thinking about value. Right? So where is it dark versus where is it light? Adding in more value there. Bringing in the hard boundary of the hair a little. Quit while you're ahead. That just entered my mind. But it doesn't feel done to me. You know, as a piece, as a study, yes, but as a piece, no. Right? So like as far as like design, you know, maybe I want to have some yellow coming in, some converging lines. Okay, some mark making coming in. Maybe playing a little bit with the light. How do we make a piece feel complete without being so bumpy? I'm going to put more paper underneath. That's what I'm going to do, guys. It's like very bumpy thing happening with these prismas. Now, by putting in yellow, am I giving the impression that one side is all dark? Where's this bright? Where's this blue? This blue is kind of like a medium value. I'm standing. Should I add in? I don't want to lose some shapes that I've established, right? And some relationships, so I don't want to overwork it. So it's kind of tricky, but I feel like everyone is kind of hesitating in class with like overworking. They're worried they're overworking their pieces. Could really use a critique now, guys. Where are you? Bringing this in some more. Bringing down the value right here. This is a blue color. Trying to make this shape stronger. That's coming down right there. I think there's more of a shadow there, softening that boundary. Dark to light. Dark to light. I've lost her smile, this like edge of the smile and all this muck down here. So maybe adding that back in. I've lost the curve of her grin. So I'm going back in and making that more distinct. Lost the edge of the nostril. Just making some clearer choices. By pressing down harder. Is this thing still recording? Adding in a layer of blue. Some like just darker colors to kind of... Oh, did I press down too hard there? I feel like I lost the shape of the nose coming up, or the nostril coming up. There's more of a smile coming up, but it's not that dark. It's light. This is where it's like really tricky. Can I get the outline of the lip? The angle of the lip goes down. That looks a little bit more accurate. Using this light sky blue is a very, like a number, very light value. Number what? I don't even know. It's kind of giving me a cool effect. Let's see if I can use it down here. Ooh, I like what's happening. Cerulean blue, my new best friend. So the cerulean blue is giving me a really nice kind of like value thing that's coming in that I'm mixing. It's like it's mixing with the other colors and layering in kind of like this nice way that I wasn't getting before. Dark to light. So maybe layering this in is going to help me out. Because there isn't any light here. Kind of comes up. Maybe I can get the shape of the chin so it's a little more accurate. Comes up and around. Up and around. And goes down at that angle. Because this whole side of the face is just darker. Okay, this is white. I can't mess with this, but I can mess with this side. Maybe make this softer. I don't even know if it's recording anymore. Okay, I want to keep this a little light up here. I don't want to lose the highlights I've established and overwork. Pulling and pushing with value. Live with Miss Copera. Okay. Putting in the black. Going back in with my black. Adjusting the shape of the eyes. It's a little darker. I wish I could go in with the white and bring up some highlights. Could I do white color pencil on top of this? Would it work? Not really. But, ooh, getting this cool soft effect when I work the white in on top of some of this. What? Oh, guys, this is cool. I'm using the white to kind of blend everything in the end. Oh, whatever this is, I like it. It's like becoming like a blending stump. I could go in and edit this on my iPad, I bet. Now, as far as like putting in the, like her arms, I'm just not sure about that right now. For the purpose of this video, we're just kind of like doing a study where we're showing the benefits of not worrying about color, but only worrying about value. Can I soften this edge, the white color pencil a little bit more? It's almost like the white can serve as a blending stump. Am I over blending? This was supposed to stay white, but I'm not going to trip. Could I bring in that, where'd that light blue color go? Now have this shadow kind of come up like this, because it's darker right here. Yeah, that feels right. So yeah, we got to experiment every weekend. That's what I'll say. This right here is darker. I'm going to bring in a darker blue. Working some darker values here. Can I soften this with the white, the Prismacolor? Okay, I am realizing it's darker right there. Now that I've darkened all this on one side, I'm going to darken it right here. And then if I darkened it there, I got to pull it down over here. So making value adjustments. Value of mark making. Having fun with some of the shapes as they kind of come out. I wonder if I could have like something cool happening with line and design with some of these like verticals kind of coming in around the piece. But I want to make it clear that this is where the hair begins and ends, hard boundary. I feel like I want to put in the arms now. Make that distinction. Not for this video though. Gotta make my coffee. But this is fun. Like there's this like piece of hair that kind of like comes down and then comes out. It's something I do want to incorporate. And then I'm noticing it on this side, thinking about visual balance. Only possible because I had the bigger piece of paper. Right, and as you work on the background, bringing things down, you'll be like, you'll have ideas about, oh, you'll see things in the face. Like as you move around the page, drawing, you notice things in the face that you could change. Right, so I want to keep my attention on the face. I don't want to be over busy. Gosh, color pencils take a long time to blend. My goodness. I feel like this line right here is a little too thick. Can I soften any of this? Or is it too late? It's okay. Maybe curve that around a little. Oh, that did a lot. Curving that to make it look more round. Maybe I'll curve it on this side too. And then because of that, maybe now I can bring in this darkest dark right here and clarify this angle. Kind of comes out to here. This one shape, can I get that in? And then this part of the smile comes down, this shape, this value. I feel like the highlight in the eye isn't that big. Maybe I can shrink it now that I'm near the end of this. If only I can go in with a white. We can do that on the iPad. Okay, guys, I gotta be honest. I've been saying I've been getting tired for a while, but I think I'm going to put this to rest, which is hard for me. because every time I zoom out, I'm actually standing right now, I notice something. Like I could bring down the value of this a little, because guess what? This right here is lighter than that. No, but now I have this black. It's kind of like floating in there. It's kind of like, I didn't go crazy and use every color like I thought I would. I ended up sticking to like a color palette, which is cool. Whoa, that yellow's light. Maybe I can bring in some warmth on this side, but I don't want to go too crazy. It's a good sign when you can't stop. Just putting in splashes of yellow. Maybe that's overworking it. Yeah, it's very intense. I don't know if I want to do that. The real artist knows when to lift their brush. Yeah, I don't like that yellow. It's okay though. Should have left it. Maybe I can go work it in with some blue. So yeah, lessons learned. Lessons that I want you to get this from this exercise. Don't obsess about like everything looking right. Make adjustments at the beginning, but then go in with your medium and put in those darker values, because it's like, then when are we going to finish? You know, we need to make a strong decision. I want to keep working at this, but I feel good. I feel like I'm at a sort of a stopping point. Does it look exactly like her? Maybe not, but it looks close. I'm getting the spirit. So the light's coming in from this side. It's darker on this side. Probably could bring it down darker more so, to be honest. Put in some more layers. Soften things up. Right? But I'm not going to overwork it right now. But yeah, thank you for watching and drawing. And hopefully this will help your portfolio. Drawing faces. Not worrying about color, but worrying about value more. Lights, mediums, and darks. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm seeing things I want to change, but I'm going to stop. All right.